blowout on the Coca-Cola Oasis with our friends from Capital Cities making their Hangout debut. Guys, Brian, Cebu, how are you?
We're doing good, yeah.
Welcome to the beautiful beaches of Gulf Shores, Alabama. How you liking it?
Love it. It's beautiful.
Have you guys ever played a festival like this?
I think this is our first beachside festival.
Yeah,
so it's really unique and it's a beautiful setting for a festival. Love it.
Well, welcome first and foremost, and congratulations on all the success.
Thank you.
Over the last year or two has got to be truly a dream for you guys. You started off, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys were jingle writers. You wrote things, like the Coke jingles and things like that, right?
And we wrote some music for some commercials and brought home the bacon with that.
Yeah. Is that kind of what led you guys to just maybe dabbling on the side and going, hey, we kind of like making music together. We make a good team. Is that kind of how that gelled?
Yeah. I mean, we've of course been in bands since we were very young, so we've always, that's been our first love is playing in a real band.
Right.
We just kind of fell into the jingle writing thing, but that's how we started working together, and in that process, we were just writing a lot of music on a regular basis and had these great ideas kicking around for songs, and we're like, hey, let's start a band, and Safe and Sound was the first song that we really finished and put out there, and it took us to these heights. So
absolutely.
It's awesome.
Well, I mean, it was kind of the song of the summer for last summer, at least around here with all the times we played it. It was kind of a summer anthem. It's just a fun jam. And I want to talk to you guys about what I think is the next big summer jam from Capital Cities. Again, the album's out, in a tidal wave of mystery. If people have not dug into the album, I highly recommend check out Farrah Fawcett Hair. To me, that's the summer jam ultimatum right there. That is the jam that should come out. And coincidentally, features Andre 3000 of Outkast, who will be here tonight. Rumors have been flying throughout the internet over the last couple of months when it was announced that not only will both of you guys be playing, but on the same day, on the same stage. Care to elaborate? Will we see Andre come to play with you guys tonight?
Not to be the downer of this interview, but the likelihood of that happening is very small.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for being forthcoming with that.
Yeah.
But if you haven't heard the tune, you really need to. And this whole song is about good things.
Yes.
We'll edit ourselves since we're live on the radio, but it's about good things. Where did the basis of that song come from? I mean, you're ripping off, you're talking about National Public Radio. Frank did the voiceover for it. National Public Radio, Nutella, Back to the Future 2. I mean, where did this originate?
I mean, it was just an idea we came up with for a song, and we just, a lot of times lyrics will come to us and you don't really know where it comes from, and I think the first lyrics that came were, you know it when you see it, you know it when it's there, like Michael Jackson, Thriller, like Farrah Fawcett Hair, it's good, expletive, good stuff.
Yeah.
So we're like, this is a great concept for a song, just a song that's about all the things in life that bring us joy, that are sort of unanimously considered to be great, things that are just undeniably good, and there's just something novel about the idea of the song, but it's also kind of uplifting and funny and tongue-in-cheek, and so it was the most experimental song in the album where we really had no rules, so we brought in this voiceover artist who does a lot of funding credit support vocals for National Public Radio, and he has this very unique voice, and we brought in Andre 3000 to do a verse, and we have this really amazing soul singer named Shamika Seacrest, who has an incredible voice, and she's actually the one that sings the chorus, where our vocals are faintly in the background on that song, but it was for me, it was the most fun song to make because there were no pop conventions considered. It was just like, let's make the craziest, most fun song, and it's awesome. It's fun to play it, and
it absolutely is. I mean, if you can't dance to that song and get into it, then I'm sorry, you need some work on your inner person, your soul. I mean, it's a happy, fun jam, and everybody can really get into it. And the voices at the end, all of a sudden you start hearing random voices talking about things that they like, that they find to be good stuff. Where did those come from? There's friends, family?
Those are random fans who we asked to submit little voice messages to us.
Awesome.
And we got a bunch of submissions from fans, mostly off of Facebook probably. And we picked the best ones and put it in there.
Very cool. So maybe if you want to be on the next Capital Cities, you might want to keep an eye on their Facebook page. Anything could happen.
Email us.
Well, let's talk about the future. What does the future hold for you guys?
The future holds. The next big thing we have coming up is a pretty substantial tour opening for Katy Perry.
Awesome.
starting at around the end of June. So we're going to be going out with her on the first leg of her world tour to promote her album, doing a bunch of dates on the East Coast, and we're going to be direct support for her. So that's going to be a very interesting experience because we're going to be playing for, you know, mainly her crowd, and of course she's brought us on board, so she's vetted us, but it's, you know, it's going to be a challenge to win over the crowd every night, and really exciting to play for probably around 15,000 people 26 times in a row.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, any talk on the next album yet? Have you guys kind of been ruminating around, you know, origins of ideas sprouting? Or are you just kind of soaking this in right now and kind of enjoying it and making it happen?
I mean, we're very proud of our first album, our debut album, and the reason we feel like it came together so well is because we took our time with it. Really, it was basically 3 years of just writing and producing together, and we put out the album pretty much when we felt like we had enough good songs to put on there. So we're really at the whim of inspiration and creativity. I think next year we'll find we'll find some more free time in the studio to be able to actually practically create and produce, but you know, we'll see when inspiration strikes.
Well, hopefully you'll get some inspiration here at Hangout Fest. Again, lots of things to be inspired by, and we hope the inspiration strikes you. Again, Capital City's about to hit the Hangout main stage coming up here in just a little bit, and guys, I can't thank you enough for coming in. Now, I do want to touch on this. I saw you guys do the New Year's Rocking Eve, right? You guys are very up-tempo, I mean, very jamming on that show. Is that what we're expecting here? Are we going to dance in the sand? Are we going to get a little silly?
You can multiply that by 10, and that's what you'll see today.
Yes, this fun goes to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We're looking
the
forward
Gulf Shores
to it.
crowd is going to be wild. I can picture it.
Again, Capital Cities, get the album in a tidal wave of mystery, and we'll have more for you here at the Coca-Cola Oasis coming up right here on the beach at Hangout 2014, powered by 92 Zoo, the official voice of the Hangout Music Festival.